Angelos and Still I Rise. This is a powerful poem that draws on a range of influences, including her personal background and the African American experiences in the United States. It is a message of survival and liberation. Margaret Annie Johnson was born on April 4, 1928. The nickname Maya was given to her by her older brother Bailey Jr. At the age of 8, she was sexually abused and raped by her mother's boyfriend. She told this to her brother and the man was arrested. After spending only one night in jail, the man was killed. 4 days after this release, Maya became mute for almost 5 years. Because, as she stated, I killed the man. I killed the man because I said his name. It was during this period of time that she developed a love for books and literature. According to Angelo, a teacher from Lafayette Country School, or in stamps, a Roosevelt school, and friend of her family, Mrs. Barfa Flowers, helped Annie to speak again, and challenging her by saying, "You do not love poetry, not until you speak it." 3 weeks after graduating, Angelo had her first child, whose name was Clyde. She also married Tos Angelos in 1951, although her mother's disapproval and despite condemnation of interracial relationships at the time, her marriage ended in 1954. She became a poet and a writer after a string of odd jobs during her young adulthood. These include fry cook, sex worker, and a nightclub performer. She also worked as a Porgy and Bess cast member, Southern Christian Leadership Conference coordinator, and correspondent in Egypt and Ghana. I Know How a Caged Bird Sings in 1969 tells of her life up to the age of age 17. It brought her international recognition and acclaim. Still I Rise is a poem about black women who is oppressed in the 1970s, but refuses to accept this. The phrase "Still I Rise" is used a lot in the poem. This line is used to indicate that despite all the hardships that African American women have faced at the time, they will rise above the hatred. By repeating this phrase, it gives you hope and a sense of order. She was an American poet and a civil rights activist. She published 7 autobiographies, 3 books of essays, several books of poetry, and is credited with a list of plays, movies, and television shows spanning over 50 years. She received dozens of awards and more than 50 honorary degrees. She died on the 28th of May 2014 at the age of 86. Success is liking yourself, liking what you do, and liking how you do it. With captions like this from her, she still rises and gives us hope.